Hey guys, it's Silly Blocks and welcome to Imperial SMP. This is a creators SMP filled with some amazing YouTubers and Twitch streamers. There's quite a lot of us here, so I won't list everyone now, but everyone's channel will be linked in the description down below. But here I am, already a week into the server. I've already got a house built, so how did I get here? Let's rewind a few days and I'll tell you the story of how it all started. So I started off in this world like any other Minecraft world by punching trees. I used my first pieces of wood to make a crafting table and a wooden pickaxe before making my way to this open cave to gather myself some cobblestone. Now that I had a bit of cobblestone, I was able to make myself some basic tools and even found a couple of pieces of iron on the surface. Now my next mission was going to be to find a sheep because I needed to make myself a bed so that I wasn't stuck out in the forest, unable to defend myself come night time. I wandered around for a little bit before eventually finding a couple of sheep under some trees, so I made a furnace, smelted up that iron and made some shears so I could gather the wool. So I made my bed and I even found a flower so I could dye it magenta. Now my next issue, finding food. I didn't want to have to kill the mobs around spawn, so I was thinking my best option was going to be fish. However, all of the rivers around me were alarmingly empty. I kept making my way downstream until I found 2 fish. How disappointing. But I didn't give up. I continued on my descent until I found 1 fish. Are you kidding me? I carried on exploring until I found this mesa biome, surrounded by a large lake. This had to be it, and sure enough, there was tons of fish. Finally, I would be able to eat. I even bagged myself a salmon head, which I wore on my head for a minute, before realising how ridiculous I looked. So I cooked up my fish, and that's when the story really begins. It was time to look for a spot to build. I travelled the map looking for the perfect place when I came across a magical light in the sky, so I followed it, and that's when I discovered the shopping district. I did some window shopping where I saw flowers and dyes for sale, rockets, dripstone and more. Plus I found this dubious looking place. Store closed, rent due, the family.
That's suspicious.
However, I currently have no diamonds, therefore no money to spend, so I got out of there before I got sad about it. I was back on my path looking for a place to live, and as I travelled through different biomes looking for the perfect spot, I gathered saplings and materials that I knew I would need later for building. Whilst on my escapades, I came across some people's bases. I saw an upside down llama, a spaceship, and it's Gru from Despicable Me. Oh my god. After walking and walking, my little Minecraft legs were getting tired and I finally found a spot that inspired me to build. I was going to live here between a plains and a snowy biome, right on the waterfront. So I set up my little temporary base and I made it official. Silly Blocks lives here. I made some chests to keep my treasure safe, but I still wasn't ready to build yet. I wanted some better tools before I started my house, which means we're going mining. I dug myself a staircase down to level 11, but before I could get there, oh my god, my first diamonds! I was only on level 15 and I'd already come across diamonds. I couldn't believe it. So I carefully mined around me to check for lava, and when I saw it was safe, I started mining the diamonds with my stone pickaxe. Luckily, before disaster struck, I realised I was being a total noob and gathered some iron to go and make an iron pickaxe. And a chestplate, after all I might end up in a cave. And I finally safely collected my very first diamonds. I was off to an amazing start. Then I set off strip mining. I was mainly looking for coal and iron as I needed fuel for food and I was going to get through a lot of tools building for my house. However, after a couple of minutes, this happened. I collected my further 8 diamonds and carried on mining when, no, seriously, you're joking, right? More diamonds? I had never had luck like this in a new Minecraft world. I kept going where I came across a cave with more diamonds. I'm not making it up. My Imperial friends are going to think I'm a hacker at this point. I'm not, I promise. After what might have been the most successful 10-minute strip mining session I'd ever had, I decided to quit while I was ahead and go back up to the surface and arrogantly make it rain diamonds for a moment. Once I had that out of my system, it was time to do what every Minecraft player loves doing. Ugh, tree farming. I chopped down lots of trees and I planted lots of sapling, and whilst I was offline, I had a visit from Brooke. Yay! She left me a lovely present consisting of an enchanted bow, arrows, a stack of amethyst, gold, potatoes, a spore blossom, and best of all, cake. Yummy. Brooke, if you're watching this, thank you! I will repay you one day. But then it was back to resource gathering. I chopped down more trees and gathered lots and lots of stone when suddenly I heard these guys. I won the fight, of course, however now I was stuck with the bad omen effect, and I didn't have any iron left to make a bucket of milk. So back down into the mines I went to look for iron. Apparently I used up all my luck when I found those diamonds because there was no iron to be found. I got bored of that idea, so I went and put my diamonds to good use instead and made myself some tools and armour. I was only missing boots and a shovel now. It was at this point that Brooke came online and offered to give me a tour of the shopping district, and of course I could not say no to that. She also gave me a bucket of milk. Yay, I was cured! Now, I realised at this point that my mic wasn't recording, so I'm going to have to do a commentary for this part too. I'm sorry, I've never made a Let's Play video before. I will learn what I'm doing, eventually. We travelled through the Nether to get to the shopping district, and there were the most amazing builds to be seen. I was given the tour of the woodland mansion that Jermsy was transforming into a shopping mall, Easy's beacon shop that I would definitely be visiting as soon as I had diamonds to spend, and the freshly built candle shop that Brooke and Super McGreg's had just finished making. There's even a beetroot shop. I can't wait to get back to this shopping district and spend some money. Once we've been around the shopping district, we have one more stop. The end. Yes, the end. I know this is episode 1, we're not here to fight the dragon, we're here to see the Enderman farm, complete with full enchanting setup. This was going to be very useful in order for me to get caught up with everybody else. Once we'd finished the tour, it was time to head back home and start building my starter house, so here's the time lapse. Okay, hello. So I have finished building my house. I want to give you a tour. This is the first time I'm recording my voice live, like talking to you. So this is weird. So here is the finished house. I didn't finish recording the whole time lapse. I've done some of the details off screen, off camera, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. So let's show you around the outside first of all. I've added some sugar canes and some pumpkins and some little lampposts around. This area isn't fully lit up yet. I've done some lighting down here. And a little path leading up to the house. But yeah, this is the outside of the house. I have also added a chimney on this side, give it a little bit more detail. And if we go inside the house, obviously you couldn't see any of this in the time lapse. So we've got this little kitchen area here, Enderman head that I got when I was at the Enderman farm with Brooke, and then some storage. I've done a lot of mining off camera as well, so I've managed to get some good resources. I've got my lovely yummy cake that Brooke bought me. Then we've got the storage here. I feel like this is quite a good amount of storage for a starter house. We'll definitely do a storage building at some point, but this is good for now. And then this is my sleeping area. Here's some armour that I use to decorate, a new bed and some paintings and stuff. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. I have a lot of plans for this area. So I'm thinking that in the water, I'm gonna do some elevated crop fields and do sort of like mini islands. That's my idea, with lots of bridges connecting them all up. And then we're eventually going to build this area up completely, have an enchanting house, have a nice big nether portal, and then add villagers as well. We're going to do some trading halls and villager houses and all sorts. So I have a lot of plans for this world and this little village that I'm gonna build up. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. This was really fun for me to film. Like, I haven't filmed a YouTube video in a very, very long time, and the last videos I did were all build tutorials. So I've really enjoyed this one, and I'm really excited for this server and to make more content for you. I should be uploading once a week. And I also have an exciting shop. Oh my god, that is like, are you joking? These guys have spawned 4 times now. This is not cool. But oh my god, that scared me so much. Oh, I hate them. These guys spawn more on a server because I've never had these guys come to find me 4 times. Yeah, anyway, what was I saying? I have a pretty good idea for a shop that I'm going to build on the shopping district, which is going to involve making a farm. I'm pretty sure it's not been done yet on the server, so let me know in the comments below what you think it is. If you're watching other members of the Imperial SMP, I'm pretty sure it's not been done yet. Let me know what else you want to see on the server, what collaborations you want me to do, anything like that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode in about a week. Thanks, bye guys!